All right, everybody, your much awaited update on the very famous Angel. Angel was the dog that was severely neglected and matted that I groomed before Christmas. And she is here today to get cleaned up because that was a hack job that I did, just trying to get her free of her matting. So today she is here for her cute haircut, and she is doing a lot better. Now, after Angel's video went out, the Girl with the Dogs community raised an incredible $114,000 for her care. She came in with a lot of medical problems. She had ear infections, she had an ulcerated eye, she has severe dental disease, she has mammary gland tumors, and her nails were ingrown. It was just a disaster, and she desperately needed care. So you guys riled together and raised just an insane amount of money that I am mind blown about, to the point where less than 24 hours after that video went out, I contacted the Humane Society just to ask them how much was raised, and they told me $70,000 was raised. So I just can't thank you guys enough for your generosity and what you did for Angel, but also a ton of the other animals in the Humane Society's care as well. Now, Angel, I am going to give her a haircut, but I want her to stay fluffy because it is wintertime. So I am going to go and give her a bath first. Now, since Angel has been in the Humane Society's care, she has had her eye removed due to that ulcer. They could not save the eye, unfortunately. It's okay, girlfriend. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, there you go. Good girl. Good girl. She has been staying in a foster home, and she has grown very attached to the foster parent, to the point where if the foster parent is not around, she will refuse to eat. I guess she is a very picky eater, but I do think a huge part of that has to do with her teeth. Not because, like, yes, she's probably in pain, but oftentimes when dogs have really, really bad teeth, it also makes their food taste a lot different than it should, or they just have a really bad taste in their mouth all the time. So I do feel that that contributes to their lack of desire to eat, because you can imagine that the taste and the smell in their mouth all the time is probably not appetizing. She will be getting a dental done in about a week, they said, so I'm sure she'll feel a lot better after that. And maybe you will have more of an appetite after that, right? Now, Angel could not walk when she was found. She was found near railroad tracks, and she didn't look like a dog. You could not tell that she was a dog. For the person who found her, I don't even know how they realized that it was a dog. But because of the severity of the matting, she couldn't walk. I think we were all unsure whether or not she'd be able to walk after she was shaved, because there could have been, you know, other issues contributing to her inability to walk. And it does seem, like me working on her right now, that she does have some mobility problems, but the severe matting probably made that a lot more difficult for her to walk, especially if she already has some issues. For those of you who haven't seen that video, definitely go back and watch it, because it's the most incredible grooming video I think that I have done. And it's just, there's no words to describe it until you see it. Let me see. I gotta wash your little face. I know, you're not gonna want me touching your face. Good girl. So today's grooming is just about kind of tidying up all of the unevenness and, you know, just making her feel good and look cute. And just, she deserves a really good spa day after her last one was not so pleasant. Now, I don't know how she will be for the blow dryer. The last time that I shaved her so short that she didn't need to be blow dried. So she might be okay with it, she might not be okay with it. I think I'm just gonna put her in the crate to dry to begin with, and let her get about 50% dry in the crate. And then after that, I will take the little small handheld blow dryer to her and get her more dry. I'm sorry, girl, I gotta rinse the soap off your face. I know I don't want to hold on to your face too much because I'm sure it's very painful. Okay, Angel. Last time I bathed you, you could not stand up. A lot of people suspected that she may have been used for breeding and was maybe in a puppy mill. I don't believe that that is the case, because typically when you have female dogs that are used for breeding and they're just pumping litter after litter after litter, they typically have really saggy nipples, and she does not have any of that. So I don't believe that this was a dog that was actually used for breeding. She was obviously in some type of home, because she could not have survived outside on her own for any period of time, not with the condition of her teeth and the fact that she could not walk. So I just don't believe that this was a dog that was actually a stray. I do think that she was dumped. Somebody must have had her in their care long enough to keep her alive, so they had to obviously have fed her to some degree, even though she was very emaciated when she was found. So I just feel like this was a case of severe neglect. Now, maybe the people who neglected her are also unwell, who knows, you know. There are definitely circumstances where maybe people who have Alzheimer's, who don't have any family, so nobody looking out after them, maybe they had the dog and maybe they were neglecting themselves and also neglecting the dog. It's really hard to say. It's easy to jump to the conclusion that somebody purposely neglected her and abused her, which could very well be the case. But there are also definitely circumstances where people are unwell themselves and either don't realize that they're not taking proper care of the dog, or they can't take proper care of the dog. But nonetheless, her being dumped was the best thing that could have happened for her, because now she is in a situation where she is getting the care and help that she needs. It's okay, girlfriend. So surprisingly, she dried almost instantly in the crate. She was in there for like maybe 10 minutes and she was dry. She is not having the easiest time staying standing, so I want to put her in a belly band while I give her her haircut to keep her more comfortable. I know you're having a lot of trouble standing right now. Just gonna go over her with a number 3 to try and even her out. Yeah. Okay. I kind of want to do this fast because she seems to be a bit uncomfortable. She is a dog that these back legs continuously keep crisscrossing. It doesn't make it easy for her to stand. I would let her lay down, but I don't think that she will just fully lay down for me, kind of like she did the last time I groomed her. It's okay, girlfriend. All right, do your nails need clipping, ma'am? I think they've been keeping up on the nails to ensure that they stay short. I know. I'm gonna see if she will lay down. I'm just gonna go over her with the scissors quickly, because It is too difficult for me to try to do her legs with her standing. I could put her in the harness. I could do that, but I don't really want to do that. Just because I think it's good. She's really nervous and I don't want to make her even more nervous. But if I can just get her to lay down, then I could get a better, she needs her like sanitary area shaved, and it's too difficult for me to do with the condition of her legs. She can't stand on 3 legs. Okay, girl, can I get you to lay down by chance? I'm sorry, girlfriend. Okay. I can't force her to lay down. She has to kind of do that on her own. But this is a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I didn't realize, because I've seen her a few times since I groomed her, and her mobility seemed to be okay. I didn't realize that she had this mobility issues. Had I realized, I probably would have booked her on a day where there was 2 of us, because the belly band is only good for so long. I don't want her putting too much pressure on it for too long. So this is a bit challenging. I don't want her to fall off the table, obviously. I'm sorry. It's obviously not going to be the best haircut, but we're gonna do our best. It's okay, come here. Come here. I didn't want to put her in the hanging harness, but I think I might have to, just because I really need to trim her paw pad hair. It will help to give her better mobility because she won't slip from the hair that's in between her paw pads, and I just can't do that with her standing. She won't let me do it because of her mobility issues, not because she's being bad. It's just too hard for me to flip her legs in the position they need to be in order to trim them. So if I put her in the hanging harness, it will keep her more stable and I'll have better access to her legs. So these tools aren't always used for dogs that are being difficult. Sometimes these tools are used for dogs that have mobility problems, to help relieve them from that stress. As you can obviously see, she was having difficulty standing, and trying to manipulate her legs while she was on the table was very hard. Now I'm able to get better access to her paws without having to cause as much strain as if she was standing. She doesn't like this. She is stressed out. She's licking her lips. I can tell that she's really nervous. So I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can, and it's probably not going to be the nicest haircut that I thought I was going to accomplish today, but she is going to be able to move around a little bit easier without all of this hair causing her to slip in between her paws. It's okay, girlfriend. It's nice to see her though with some fight, because the last time I groomed her, she was just completely out, basically. Not knocked out, she just had no will to really live or fight or do anything. So right now she's pulling a little bit with her paws. She doesn't want me to touch them, which is a good thing. Good girl. just going to do my best to try to shave up some of the sanitary without really having to manipulate her too much. All right, so this is definitely not the best haircut, but I think this is all I'm going to do today. I did manage to shave up some of her sanitary. She just doesn't have great mobility, and it's a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but she's definitely tidied up. She's clean. I will keep you guys posted on her. It appears like she will be staying in her foster home forever. They do have to take these mammary gland tumors out and find out whether or not they're cancer, which, if they are cancer, could be also another reason contributing to her mobility problems. If you liked this video and you want to support more complimentary grooms just like Angel's, don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe button and share with all of your friends. And there are also hundreds of more videos on the channel just like this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again in a few days.